and welcome to another episode of Women Wednesdays. We are here with our WCW, Annabelle Halarski. She is a digital marketer and crypto enthusiast. She's also a vlogger. Crypty, you brought her on, so do you want to talk a little bit about her?
Yeah, hey Annabelle, how's it going? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. I'm happy to be here and be part of this beautiful woman who know about crypto and other things.
Yeah, so I know you founded ASOP Social, and I see in your Twitter bio that you work a little bit with Dollar Vigilante. So that's pretty cool. Do you want to go ahead and tell us really quick what ASOP Social is and why you founded it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, ASOP Social is related. Okay, back in the days, when I started my business with my husband, we started doing social media marketing. So then we started working with Steamec. I don't know if you guys know about this blogging platform.
Yeah, Steamec.
Yeah, okay. So perfect.
It's time
now. They did a hard fork, but we're still Steamec and then Hive. But anyway, the thing is that we combine social media marketing with the crypto market. So we decided to launch this app, which is going to be for make your content go viral in a different way. We're still like in the early stage. We're still building it, but we like to talk about it because we want to people know that it will exist later on during this year. So basically it's that you, let's see if you want some tweet or you want some kind of videos or any Facebook posts to go viral, then you can request in the application. And then a lot of the users that are going to be in the platform are going to do the job, and then they can earn cryptocurrency by doing those simple tasks. But it's going to be a little bit more in depth than just earning crypto by doing a little task. So I don't want to talk too much until we finish the product.
Oh, cool. So yeah, and yeah, you're Randy's wife, which is really cool. So you're both big in the crypto communities. And yeah, we're just happy to have you on our Women Wednesday. And we love bringing people on from the community and just getting to know everyone and seeing what you all do in the community and bringing everyone together. So I know you're in Acapulco, Mexico. That's pretty cool. And we're just going to talk about like the Hispanic involvement in cryptocurrency and what that looks like and getting more people into crypto.
So question, because you are in Acapulco, Mexico, are you at the Anarchist Convention by any chance, Float Fest, or are you participating in that right now? Because I know it was this month.
Anarchapulco.
Next month in March is going to be the Anarchapulco.
This is next month. Okay.
Yeah, it's I think next weekend I think it will start. It's the biggest event in crypto, in anarchy, in the anarchy community. But of course, a lot of people from different crypto communities come and join here to the event, and we all discuss about different ideas. I mean, it's very open. I love that because there's so many people who talk about different projects, different ideas. I mean, people who are into the yoga, into the meditation, into the vegan. O sea, it's very nice event. And I love the part that they have their crypto side too. So you can exchange them there. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like my cup of tea.
Yeah, yoga and crypto.
Meditation. Let's go.
Yeah, it's all the things combined on just one event. And the good thing is that it's going to be at the beach. Well, it's always at the beach. But this year, we're going to do it in a different way because obviously the situation, a lot of people cannot travel. So we're going to try to do it decentralized. It's going to be a decentralized event.
Yeah, now I saw that you're actually from Panama. I'm actually here in Costa Rica. I've been living here a couple months now. It's amazing. How long? So you grew up in Panama?
Yes, I was born in Panama. My parents are Costa Rican.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yes, yeah. I used to live in Costa Rica back in the days when I was 18. I lived there for 5 years, and then I moved back to Panama. But I love Costa Rica. It's very different. It's next to Panama, but the culture are totally different.
Yeah. I haven't gone to Panama. I want to definitely go at some point this year. But it's really interesting just to see, the community here as well. It's like the lady that does my nails, I helped her get invested in Bitcoin, and it's just so amazing. Like really just being able to promote mass adoption, even just here,
We do the same actually. Okay, we started in crypto back in the days in 2011. We put a little bit. We put a little bit of money in this crypto called Darkcoin that nowadays is called Dash.
Oh, okay.
So back then it used to be called Darkcoin, but we didn't know much about how to swap the coins from Darkcoin to Dash. So we lost those coins.
Yeah.
But it was a good amount. Now it would be a lot of money, but we lost those coins. So then later in 2000, we kept learning about other projects, including Bitcoin. So later on in 2016, we were in an office. We met different people. That was in Panama City. We met different people. We met somebody who helped the famous twin, the Geminis, the twin boss.
Yeah.
Oh, the Gemini twins, yeah.
Yeah, one of my friends helped. That was the first person who helped them to open their Bitcoin wallet, their first Bitcoin wallet back in the day.
Nice.
So thanks to him, we get connected to the crypto market. We met so many people, and that's how we started joining the crypto community in 2016. Then the Steemec blog was launched, and the ex-founder Nexco was looking for somebody to market the platform.
Okay.
So Randy is very anarchy, and he just sent an email like, "Okay, I'm here to help. I don't care. I don't have any resume. Hire me because I'm the best." And then seriously, he didn't say any resume.
I like hiring on experience too, so that's good.
But we have a lot of experience with social media, but they didn't know what to do. They just launched that platform, and they didn't know how to market, didn't know what to do. But we knew about crypto, and that's how we got hired in Steemec, doing Steemec.
Wow.
And then they were paying us a good amount of money in crypto. So then we started going to these events, Steemec Fest, and we met so many people in the crypto community. And I think that was like the top in 2016 when we started to learn more about the crypto. And then we do a lot of stuff during the day. But during the next year, we keep participating in other projects and helping crypto companies to launch their product also and put in the market. So that is what basically we do nowadays. Besides
helping crypto companies launch their products.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's okay. I know a lot of people have this biggest idea that, oh, I want to have the world, I want to launch the product, I want to adopt how do you say that, the mass adoption around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they don't really know how to market something or how to talk to people to start using it. So I think that is
marketing everything.
Yeah,
especially in different countries. Like especially because crypto is something global. It's been interesting coming here and just finding new ways to really like tell people about crypto. But that's kind of the beauty in it,
Yeah. So I remember in 2016 also, we went to a restaurant in Panama City, and then the waiter, he became our friend because we used to go like every week.
Yeah.
Because his service was nice, and then we gave him I think it was like a $50 worth in BTC. And then we kept going to the restaurant the next couple of years. He said that he still has his Bitcoin. I wonder if he still have it. I don't know because
I wonder.
That would be so awesome for him if he did.
Yeah, that was 50. So for him, and the good thing about that, the Latin community thinks a lot different when it comes to crypto. Okay,
I'm curious about that. How is crypto received in Latin communities?
Well, amazing. I have the opportunity to travel to Argentina, to Buenos Aires. We went to the this big event that is called a BigConf. Then we make so many Argentinians, Latinos using crypto because their currency, especially Venezuela. Venezuela, a lot of people don't know, but Venezuela is the top country in Latin America, in the American continent, to use crypto. And that is because their currency is bad.
It's so bad.
That would make sense, yeah, because I know that Venezuela's hyperinflation was crazy high between 2016 and 2019. I think it was 53 million% hyperinflation. That's an estimate from one of the Venezuelan banks, but I don't have the source right now, but I can source it for you guys.
It is horrible for them. But the thing that, one thing that I learned also about the Latin community in crypto is that they love crypto. They learn very quick. They want to learn more and more about project, how to make more crypto, how to earn crypto. Yeah, they love. I love that part, and they're not judgmental like other communities. Like say the English speaker community, like for example Hex. Hex always receive like bad comments or negative comments in social media because they always they think that it's a bad project. But the Latin community is the opposite. We are more like supportive. We are more about learning. We know about how to use that crypto in our end. It's a very different community. Another thing I noticed also with the Latinos is that they love spending the crypto.
they love to spend it.
Yeah, they are not like much.
That's good.
They don't hold too much. Obviously, because their salary, like for example, the minimum salary in Mexico is like $300. So
I just helped my friend get a job. I just helped my friend get a job, and he's getting paid $2.50 an hour, and I'm just like, I just want to give you all my money. Like, it's just so the difference. I had no idea. Like, it was.
What dollar is it that he's being paid in? Is it the U.S. dollar?
Mexico. No, in Mexico. Okay.
And in Mexico it's pesos, but I really want to kind of talk about, I guess, the importance of cryptocurrency in some of these communities. You guys have been highlighting onboarding and other aspects that you've dealt with in the places that you reside, but really, and about how is cryptocurrency, I guess, an impactful use case for finance for people in these countries?
Can you repeat? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
How is cryptocurrency an impactful form of payment and use for finances for people in these countries?
Okay. Well, one thing that I want to talk is that a lot of Latinos, the Latin community, they talk a lot about Bitcoin, how to use Bitcoin for payment or for using for spending, or using as a salary. And I think there are so many cryptocurrency around that it could be more useful than Bitcoin. I believe that Bitcoin is good, but you store it, you leave it there, you save it. But you can use other cryptocurrency that are faster, that they don't have much fees every time that you do transaction, or and that is more productive. I mean, I don't know, one of the coins that people were using, Litecoin, some coins that are fast are used for those kind of situations, Litecoin. I don't know, some people receive Dogecoin as a payment too. Steam coin was one of the coins that a lot of people were receiving for as a payment. For example, back in the day when I was hiring people in Venezuela, they were accepting Steam or Steam dollar.
Really?
And they love it. They don't care. They don't. I mean, for us, they accept a lot of coins, any coins that is possible, as long as they worth something good,
Right.
Yeah.
Value.
Yeah. Or right now, also I used to pay LBC, which is library credit. I don't know if you know about this platform.
I do. Yeah, library, we have friends that love library, also known as Odyssey.
Yeah, one case that I'm gonna say is that last December, I had a worker who I needed to pay like $100 for some job that she did. And I was giving her 10,000 LBC, and she rejected. She rejected the payments because she said, "Oh, I don't want to. I just want I just want me to pay in PayPal because I don't want to be dealing with the crypto, the fees. And then I ended up paying her in PayPal. But last week, or I think it was like a 4 days or something, LBC was like a 20 cents. I was like, oh, I'm glad that she accepted PayPal instead of the LBC because I kept my 10,000 LBC. So it was a good amount. But I mean, that's one of the cases. They always receive crypto, anytime crypto. And I love that about my community.
That's amazing. Do you guys have any people, I mean, is anyone hesitant to accept crypto based off of taxes and tax laws, or are your laws way different for crypto than compared to the United States? Like, is it not as bad?
Well, I can only speak from Panama because that's my country. Right now, there is no law for cryptocurrency. I mean, either you can use it, you can spend it, you can store it or save it, whatever. But there is no like any specific law for that. I don't know about Venezuela. Venezuela has their own laws, but as far as I know, last thing I heard about Venezuela is that the government wanted to tax people who mine crypto or who use crypto. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how government can find out if they use crypto. No, I'll go close with that.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for electricity, so it's like I understand why they want to do that.
Yeah. But no, yeah. Well, I don't know. I have my thing.
Yeah, I know.
About government.
I think the issue that I heard about Venezuela is that people were using up a lot of electricity for mining, but it was in public housing. So the government was paying for all that electricity, the citizens weren't. And that was creating an issue because they were seeing a spike, obviously, in costs that they had to output, and they didn't know where it was coming from. So they started going to these public housings, and they would know who was doing it because of the bill. They would go to the house, and they would seize the equipment. That's what started happening. I remember reading an article about that. So that's probably what happened there, but I think it's perfectly fine if you're mining, if you're paying for it, not outside of public housing. Because I do have a friend, he's Venezuelan, and he has a lot of mining operations in Venezuela because the electricity is relatively cheap. But he hasn't mentioned anything regarding change in tax laws or them charging them more. I think it was specifically for that housing issue, because obviously if you're going to be making money out of thin air, the government doesn't want to pay for your electricity. They're going to want to charge you for it. So I think that was the only issue for Venezuela,
But I think right now they have a lot of problem with the electricity. Sometimes they stay without electricity for days. So I don't know how good is for mine nowadays. I think back in the days it used to be good, but those things Venezuela keeps like falling apart. I think it's not even like a good choice unless you live in an area where you always have power. I mean, that still makes sense. I guess I don't know if they. I don't know. I don't really know the whole situation in Venezuela, but in Panama there is no like law. For example, if I want a $1,000 in my wallet in crypto, I mean the government still don't know if I use it crypto or not. I mean they don't really know how to do those things. But I know that they are planning to regulate crypto soon. But with the whole situation around the world, they can't forget about that. So I'm happy with that. But I know in the United States completely different. So that's a thing for my husband who is American.
Well, it's awesome that the Hispanic communities are just not afraid to use cryptocurrency, and they just accept everything, and they just spend it and just transact with it daily because it's more of a necessity too. Just something good, like you said, something with low transaction fees, something quick. Something that'll basically hold its value up, right?
Yeah, that is very important for them. That they because they have to use exchanges, and then they have to, on top of the using the exchanges, they have to convert their let's see, they convert any coin into the BTC and then the BTC to Bolivar, and then that's a lot of fees that they have to pay. So they accept cryptocurrency, but as long as it's worth something.
Yeah. So how many, I guess, content creators are there for crypto in Spanish?
Oh my God, I would say a lot. I would
It's
say
a
a
good
lot.
question. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
There's a lot of content creator in crypto who speak Spanish, but the thing is that they mostly speak about Bitcoin. I mean, they
Yeah, that's what I was gonna follow up with. Is it just Bitcoin and Ethereum, or does anyone really go into alts in Spanish? Altcoins.
I don't know many altcoins, but I mean they can accept payment in different coins. But when it comes to talking, making videos, or creating content, I usually see content more related to Bitcoin. Their kind become like a maximalist or some kind. So some of them don't want to listen about other projects. But I don't know. I mean, that's how they think. But me, I always try to talk about different projects or different crypto projects or coins because I want people to learn about different things, not only one thing. I love Bitcoin. I know I'm gonna keep going to the moon, but there's so many fish in the water.
Yeah, I think what I see mostly, especially with like Spanish content creators, and the reason why they advocate for Bitcoin so much is because it's so unique, and really and truly, it's very special. At least that's how I feel about it. Of course, I believe in re-diversifying your portfolio and going into other currencies. But at the end of the day, I always like to go back to my Bitcoin because that's the one that, in my opinion, actually matters. Just based on the fundamentals, the way it was built. Every project that has come after Bitcoin has had a creator. It has someone you can, track down. It has someone who made it, who ran it, and it's technically speaking, if like every country in the world decided to, let's say, ban crypto and try to take down whoever started it, they can point a finger at someone and say, hey, you're going to jail. Bitcoin's the only one you can't do that with, which is why a lot of people kind of rely on it. And it's truly the only one that's unconfiscatable. I mean, these platforms, technically speaking, if you're running a node, they're decentralized. It's just I guess the magic behind the concept of Bitcoin that really pushes a lot of these individuals to specifically only talk on Bitcoin. Because maybe, between all the bad experiences that they've had with, their countries, falling apart government-wise, maybe they do want that, exclusivity away from an entity. I think that's really what drives a lot of people home and why they really push Bitcoin rather than other ones in these communities.
But I also believe that it's great to talk about Bitcoin. I think it's amazing. You know why? Because when somebody mentions Bitcoin in the media, that helps all the projects. Because if you see somebody like Elon Musk that started talking about Dogecoin and Bitcoin, that really helped the rest of the crypto. So to me, it's amazing that people still talk about just the Bitcoin because at the end of the day, it helped the rest of the altcoins. That's how I see things.
Yeah, no, it's definitely diverse from the altcoins, and altcoins definitely. I think we're past the argument that altcoins are going to get shut down and they're going to get named as security. I think we're way past that because it exists. There's countries that have literally no crypto regulation whatsoever, and if you can make money off it and you can use it to transact, then by all means go ahead. Right, like that's what we want. We want to have people have the easeability and flexibility of pushing their finances around. Bitcoin is a store of value. It's like gold, and some people, for that reason, prefer other cryptocurrencies, which is perfectly fine. But again, like my belief onto why people specifically like to push Bitcoin is because of its story, really, and its narrative.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy with that because that helps the rest of my portfolio.
I do think because Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin, was anonymous, probably helped Bitcoin in the long run for adoption, because if it was a founder that was public and we all knew who Satoshi was, how different would it have been? Would we be where we are today, or would people have judged the founder face value? Because people judge appearances. Would they have judged him and go, oh, I don't want anything to do with him and Bitcoin. But since no one knows who it was, it kind of just had room to make its own way. Just Bitcoin go with its own growth, I guess. But no one was able to judge the founder. So I guess it was just free to everyone to create their own perspective on it, opinions. So anyway.
Good point.
No, I agree with you. I agree. I believe that that by being anonymous, it really helps because I don't know. Some people think that I don't know. There's so many beliefs about who is Satoshi, who is not. In my opinion, I believe that it was somebody who was a free thinker. Maybe some anarchy. Maybe somebody who wanted to, believe in helping the war. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, it wasn't a government guy.
I know. Imagine.
Yeah, I don't know.
All along, the government tried to overthrow itself.
Yeah. But believe me, some people believe in that. Like,
I never really thought of that. Not gonna lie. Like, I mean, maybe I have, but yeah.
No, it's great. I've heard of that analogy too, where people think that the U.S. government created Bitcoin. I've heard that so many times. And it's the ideology of the reconstruction of the Federal Reserve and the banking system is the way that they see it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. I don't know if I actually can see that, but who knows? Maybe.
I think at this point anything could be possible.
That's true.
So I don't know. It's better to stay in that way. People, don't ever find out who created Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in a rush. I think it would take away from the magic that's behind Bitcoin. It would take away from the magic. Whenever some people go, oh, who do you think it is? Who cares? What does it matter? So yeah, no, I feel that. That's cool. So I guess my next question for you would be, how do you when you talk to these people in Latin America, you're right now in Mexico, what do you do? Do you do anything on the ground, hands-on? Do you ever do any meetups? Do you ever go out and onboard people onto cryptocurrency, or do you just run into them on the store and talk about it, or do you do mostly things online?
No. We always talk to people about crypto, even our taxi driver.
Me too.
Like
everyone. And
yeah, I mean, we don't have in Acapulco, we don't have Uber, so it's been hard for us. But we take taxis and we still supporting the economy. And we always talk about Bitcoin, about if he doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency, but every people that we talk or wherever we go, always talk about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. But when we arrived in Mexico City last year, it was in October, we went to our first crypto meetup. There was an NFT event that they were doing there. So we spent a little bit over there, and we met other Mexicans, other people in the market. We were talking about the cryptocurrencies. I love Mexico because there are more. I mean, it's a big country, of course, like 120 million people, I believe. So the mass adoption is huge compared to Panama, who were only 4 million people. So the adoption was so minimal because the currency. We use dollar in Panama, so everybody have a job, everybody were fine. They didn't bother to talk about cryptocurrency. They didn't care too much. But in Mexico, it's completely different because they have the peso, the Mexican peso, and they have their issue also with the government and the currency. So they're willing to learn about cryptocurrency, and they want to use it too. But there are a couple places in Mexico where you can buy crypto from the ATM. They also have different companies as an exchange, where you can buy cryptocurrency or exchange it with Mexican pesos, or they can use different stuff. And so I love Mexico because they are willing to learn more about crypto now. So I think the adoption is increasing. And there's also a Bitcoin embassy in Mexico City. So
nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. So they go there. People go there, buy crypto, and they learn. In the past, they used to do a lot of events, and they were learning about cryptocurrency. But nowadays, because of the situation, a lot of people keep talking online or sharing stuff in social media.
Yeah, I think the most common thing I've seen just across all Latin American countries is, I guess, the lack of resources in the communities. Because the Dominican Republic is the same way. They're forward, they're for it, they want to learn about it, but there's not really any exchanges that transact in, like the Mexican peso. You can go to an ATM, but there's no exchanges that transact on, like, their native dollar, which is hard for people to like onboard and then get into this different things. I want to say that's another reason why a lot of these influencers in Spanish don't talk about the other currencies, because there's not exchanges that are readily available for them to transact into unless they already have the cryptocurrency. It's not like it's not like Cash App. We have Cash App here. I can take money from my bank account and I can put it directly into Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, and I can, go straight on an exchange. A lot of these Latin American countries, they don't transact in, the Dominican peso or the Mexican peso. It's harder for them to onboard. I think that's another reason why. I think it's the lack of infrastructure.
Yeah, it is true. That is true, definitely. Yeah. Another thing that I can add about this is that it's not easy also. I mean, to do the first step, about learning about cryptocurrency, it could be like hard for a lot of people, because you are just learning about cryptocurrency, about something digital, about buying this, about securing your computer, about using exchanges. I mean, it could be like overwhelmed for a lot of people who are not used to the new technologies. So that's what I love nowadays. The Uniswag, Uniswap. I mean, those two decentralized exchanges, because they're less complex, and those are the one helping the Latin community to use more cryptocurrency. That's my belief.
Yeah.
What was the name of it? You said money swag? Is that what you said?
Uniswap,
Uniswap.
Yeah,
Uniswap and Uniswap. All the swaps.
That's a good point. I feel like it'd be easier for them to use that.
Yeah, exactly. You can start. I mean, the best we can do is just to start with simple, ways of using cryptocurrency. Yeah. And because if you start teaching, you can use Binance, Bittrex, all kind of stuff. I mean, they can be overwhelmed. So they say, okay, whatever. I don't want to learn more about cryptocurrency, or using or including using trading. I think I mean, it could be bad for them. Like, for example, I have a couple of friends in the past that used to do trading in what's this platform, Big Macs. And they got wrecked. They lost their money. Now they don't want to know about anything about cryptocurrency. So
yeah, that's sad.
So if you don't know how things work, it's better enough to start in that way. Just do it the simple step might help.
So I know we went over a few of the, I guess, issues in onboarding in the Hispanic community, but what would you say ultimately is the biggest problem we need to conquer in onboarding people into crypto in the Hispanic community?
The biggest problem?
Yeah.
Just
like a quick answer.
A quick answer. Simple. They want simple stuff. I mean, simple way of learning crypto. Like I say, if you teach them something simple, how to use it, they will learn quickly, and they will start learning more and more and more. So I think that's what I think about the Latin. They love crypto, but if they learn the hard way, they won't understand it, or they won't use it.
Okay.
Cool. I don't know if this is popular where you are, but for the same reason I was stating that there's lack of exchanges in a lot of these LATAM countries. There was someone who I met who he had a Colombian exchange on Telegram. There's a lot of people running. Yeah, there's a lot of people running on Telegram, and
like over the counter kind of.
Yeah, I think so. It has to be, right? But
yeah, on Telegram, yeah, it was like send me your address, send me.
Yeah, he had a whole group. I met him at a Bitcoiner meetup here in Miami, but he had a Telegram group of like 30,000 people who they would trade amongst each other. I think it was, but yeah, interesting stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like that, or if that's something that's popular where you are, but I've seen. That's not the first time I've heard it. That was the second or third, and I was just like, interesting.
Well, I understand that because I'm part of a couple of groups in Telegram. I'm the administrator of one of those groups, and they're constantly users sharing, hey, I'm buying this crypto, I'm going to pay you, I don't know, whatever, bolivars, pesos, or dollars. And they're always trying to sell you or do their little transaction between users. But I always tell them that they can do it in private, in the groups. Because at the end of the day, I don't know, what if they really need to exchange the crypto for their fiat or something? I don't know. But on the other hand, it could be a scam too, that they can steal people's crypto. So, but since there are not many regulations out here, I understand why they're doing it that way.
Nice. Yeah, I can understand that too. I just wanted to throw this out there. My godmother just hit me up out of nowhere. I haven't talked to her in a year, asking me about Bitcoin. Great. Wow. She just messaged me. I was like, nice.
Well, my mother-in-law, she's 68. She know how to use crypto, how to use Bitcoin, how to use MetaMask, how to use how to use Hex, how to use all this kind of crypto, and she's 68. So there's hope.
There's hope. Have an age, and I think for people who understand just finance in general, and they understand, between the Federal Reserve and why, bullions and gold is important. I think those people are more susceptible to understanding why Bitcoin is important. I've realized it's the people who don't really know how to manage finances or don't understand how the financial market works that kind of, they put up a front. They're like, So I don't know. I think people who come from traditional finance, the people who like gold, except for Peter Schiff, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But besides him, older people usually they understand. It's interesting. There's more older people in crypto than there are younger people. That's how it used to be when I got on.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I used to go to conferences and I was the youngest person in the room.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I think in public situations, from my experience, developer-wise, there's a ton of people our age and younger that have been in Bitcoin from a gamer, perspective that are you don't even know about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
That's what I was thinking, at least.
So Annabelle, I'm curious, before we wrap this up, I'm just curious, what's your involvement with the Dollar Vigilante, and what do they do, and what do you do with them?
Okay, we are part of the marketing side. So we help them to launch the products, to help with the events. We create content for them, we share their content, we do some video editing. That's what we basically do. We do some meetups sometimes. Right now, there have been a couple of meetups about the events next week. So that is what basically we do. Basically, is do help with the marketing, give it that boost. But they don't. Jeff Berwick doesn't need much boost because his personality is very. People like it or don't like it, but people still watch his content. But we really help in the marketing side and helping creating different ideas.
Very cool.
Yeah, we love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. One of our fun things we ask at the end of our streams with our guests is, what do you like to do for fun?
Me, where do I live? Oh my God. I like shopping.
Don't we all?
Yeah, that's all right.
No, well, I like many things. I like going to the beach now. I would say 2 years ago, I used to do a lot of shopping. I was so crazy. Back in the day when I was let's say in 2016, when we starting Steamic with the marketing, I was writing blog posts in Steamic. I was making 200, 300 per post. So every time I wanted to do shopping, I just write something.
There you go.
So okay,
Motivated.
here we go. Every morning to do some shopping. That's what I used to do. So, anyways, nowadays our lifestyle has changed because now we live near to the beach. So I would say I changed the shopping or traded the shopping to going to the beach. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I
Beach
think
time is
I think
nice.
that's a good one. I think that's a good one. Yeah. Too much shopping.
I need more beach time.
I want to be on my phone on the beach. That's what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Going to.
But thank you so much for coming on.
yeah, it was great to have you, introduce you to our community and just bring everyone together again. And you're doing great work in the Hispanic community, making your crypto content and marketing. So we all appreciate that and just sharing your perspective. So thanks so much, Annabelle.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, ladies.